I'm Charlotte Moser, the co-director of the Vaccine Education Center at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, and we are excited to announce our new series, VEC Vaccine Notes. The Vaccine Education Center, or VEC as we call it at CHOP, has been answering families' questions about vaccines for about 25 years. We are parents, children, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, and friends. But we're also scientists and healthcare providers. So our goal from the beginning has been to serve as a resource to provide answers to questions families have about vaccines and the diseases they prevent. That is, what we know, what we're still learning, and even what has changed. Information changes as we learn more and as conditions change. COVID-19 demonstrated that new viruses can emerge and become a threat seemingly overnight. And recent measles outbreaks have demonstrated that even when we don't see these diseases, the pathogens that cause them are still lurking, waiting for opportunities to return to our communities. Another thing that has changed is how busy people are, as well as how and where they like to get their information. When the VEC started 25 years ago, one of our first resources was our website. We continue to update and expand all of our online resources. But we also know that people are busy and they don't always have time to read web pages, especially long ones. And that is why we felt the time was right for VEC Vaccine Notes. Each episode will be available in video and podcast format, so people can watch and listen on the go. We'll talk about information you would find if you were reading the web page. That means we'll talk about the diseases prevented by vaccines, the different vaccines available to prevent each disease. We'll address some common questions we receive here at the Vaccine Education Center, and we'll talk about the relative risks and benefits of each vaccine. In Season 1, we'll cover the fall and respiratory winter viruses, including influenza, COVID-19, and respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV. We'll also talk about measles, mumps, and rubella, and the vaccine that prevents them known as MMR. And we'll kick things off with a discussion about varicella, as it's more commonly known, chickenpox, including some conversation around why we call it chickenpox. Those aren't the only diseases and vaccines that we'll talk about this fall, so we hope you'll join us when our first episode drops on September 10th, and we'll be putting out new weekly episodes through mid-November until we take a break for the holidays and resume in early 2026. We hope you'll find VEC Vaccine Notes to be both informative and convenient. And if we don't answer questions that you have, definitely check our website, vaccine.chop.edu, or reach out to us directly. We're looking forward to starting this journey together.